everyone, it's Tiffany. I am back with this week's Star Stable update. There's a lot going on. Just wanted to throw in there that midsummer is happening right now. I may do a separate video to cover that, but today in this video, we are going to be checking out this little quest line. So we're back here at the campsite. So while saving the Soul Rider and Von Blyson from Pandoria, the Keepers of Aideen also suffered a difficult loss. It's time for them to honor the memory of a beloved friend. Therefore, allies of the Druids are heading towards Doyle's Abbey to pay their respects, and Lisa Peterson has composed a beautiful song for this occasion, which, disclaimer, you will not hear in this video because I do not have the music sounds on. I'm sure it's somewhere. If I can, I'll link it below. First of all, though, let's start with Evergrey here at the campsite in Epona where we last left off. So let's talk to him. Where do we go from here? Who can say? But before we look into the future, we must pay respects to the one who brought us thus far. Meet Alex at the Silverstrong River. For centuries, Doyle's Abbey has been a sacred place for all the peoples of Jorvik. It was a holy site for the earliest Druids. Wave after wave of immigrants to this island have made their way here for ceremonies and solstice. Or solace. Why did I say solstice? I don't know. Let us meet there to honor Elizabeth. Not a funeral. A chance to celebrate her legacy. I'll check with my brother to make preparations and reach out to those who knew her best. We should all get going. Yes, a nice ride would do us all some good. It's a bit of a walk. Could I hitch a ride with any of you? Not me. Got it. You can ride with me, Starshine. Alex, are you coming? I'll be right behind you. I just need a moment alone. Okay, Alex, if that's what you need, don't forget we love you. Yeah. Okay, good. I don't have to ride anybody. Oh, wait, do I? Okay, I don't have to ride anybody. Wow, this is a first. Yes, it's just me and you. Oh, hey, you're still here. I'm okay, really. I need some time to get my head together before I can say goodbye. Could you maybe meet me before the memorial and we can ride there together? Darn it. Let's meet at the bridge over the Silverstrong River, where we met before rescuing Justin. You remember that one? Cool. See you there, and thanks for understanding. Sure, we will go to the Silverstrong River. I just gotta remember exactly where that is. Is that Valedale or Fargo? Oh, that's the bridge. Okay, I know exactly where we're going. Alex, hello. Hi. Told me to meet you here? What's going on? Thanks for meeting me here. I just needed some space. I hope the others understand. The memorial's starting soon at Doyle's Abbey. We should start riding. Okay. I guess we'll ride together. Oh, are we going to... What's that sparkly bit down there? Alex, do you see the sparkly bits down there? Oh, maybe we're going that way. Oh, we're probably going that way. She totally didn't look like she was going that way. I used to think that everything would be alright once we got Anne back from Pandoria. Elizabeth would point the four of us in the right direction, we blow some stuff up, and hey, peace restored. Then reality comes and punches me straight in the face. Guess I had that coming from daring to hope, huh? Hope can never be bad, Alex. Or, yeah, that's awful. I don't know. Hope can never be bad. Oh, she ran away from me. Alex, no, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Alright, let's just see where the next sparkly bit is. They're gonna run ahead because who can be bothered to wait around? Alright, here we are. I try not to blame myself for what happened, but I just can't stop thinking about her. We get into fights more times than I can count. She's always scolding me for being too reckless. And don't get me started on all her stupid rules. Before her, I never had that, you know? I knew my mom loved us and tried to provide for 5 kids as a single mom as best she could, but it wasn't enough. She wasn't there. I had to figure out how to keep food on the table, how to keep our clothes clean, where to hide the things she cared about so they wouldn't get stolen. I was always bailing James out of trouble, but there was no one to catch me when I fell. Until Elizabeth. Then when I did something stupid. She was the one who picked me up at the station. When I failed, she would tell me to try again, and all those rules weren't her trying to make me into someone else. She was helping me be my best self. It was love, and I was too stubborn to see it. Elizabeth was the first person to see me as not just some angry kid raging against the world, but as someone better, someone who could be a hero. She was right, you are a hero, Alex, or you're lucky to have had someone like that in your life. You're lucky. These are deep conversations as we have as we travel to the memorial service. Oh, wow. Okay, this is deep stuff, guys. This is deep stuff. Might see some tears today. Thanks a lot, Tiffany. Thanks. Well, that means a lot. Oh, it's raining. But losing Elizabeth is more than just losing a family. She was our leader. More than Fripp, she was there who showed us what it means to be a soul rider. Losing her, it's too much. I don't know if I'm ready to move on, Tiffany. I don't know if I can. You're not alone. We can help. You can't give up. We need you. You're not alone. Okay. She just rode off. Wait, I'm trying to be nice. It's raining. This is crazy. How cool would it be if we had weather and hit this game all the time? However, it would get quite annoying, I think. I want to toggle weather. That'd be cool. Alright, here we go. Let's find this memorial. Where is the memorial service? Which way are you going? Okay, we're going this way. Guess I better follow her. I don't know the trail she's taking. It's a dim, dark day. This is not a good day for a memorial service. This is more of a good day for a funeral. Oh snap, we got candles. What do we have like, oh man. Oh, everybody's here. Okay, shh. Okay, this is probably where the song is playing. And I'm gonna fill this void with talking about senseless nothingness. It's fine. Look, Derek's here. Is that his name, Derek? Male guy's here. The Grim Reaper. I'm just kidding. It's not the green. Wait, why is that guy there? Wait a minute. Am I getting my characters confused? Who is that one? Anyway. Herman's here. Or Herbert. I don't know. I'm so bad with names, guys. Leave me alone. All the horsies are here. Oh, this is so sad. If the song was here, I would definitely be sadder. But, you know, I don't get that. Oh. How are you holding up, Alex? You know me. Knock me down, I get back up, life goes on right, I'll be fine. Look, Alex, everyone will tell you that you have to move on. Like it's something you can get over. It's not. It will be with you all your life. It's something that you need to make part of you. Because you must live with it. Things must never be fine. But that's okay. It's up to you how you handle that. Just don't forget that you have friends that are willing to be here for you. That I think I can do. Thanks, Lisa. Elizabeth might not be with us anymore, but we are still soul riders. We'll stand by each other every time. We will honor her memory. At times like this, I find it easier to express my feelings with my guitar. Stay and listen if you'd like. Do you think Elizabeth, wherever she is, can hear my song? Wow, this is just deep. This is getting too deep. Oh, why did I dismount? Do I have to dismount? Okay, I guess I can't bring my horse into the area. Sorry, horses, you should be in this as much as all of us are, but you're not. So, this is like, I'm trying to see who else is here. Okay, I just want to be able to turn. We got the whole fam. Oh, we got the captain. What is his name? I don't know anybody's name around here. Maya's here. Conrad's here. Everybody's here. It's so awesome. I love it. But anyway, I guess we gotta talk to Alex. We can't reach her from over here. I positioned myself for nothing. Let's mingle a bit and meet up again afterward. Mingle at the memorial. Alright, we gotta mingle. You know, that's my favorite thing. Wait, how do I mingle? Playing my guitar helps me focus. I hope the music will resonate with everyone. Do you have any preferences? Could you play the song from the beginning? Could you play the vocal version? Could you play the instrumental version? It's fine, let's play the instrumental version. I don't know. Oh, Elizabeth. I wish I had gotten the chance to know her. She meant so much to all of you. Do you think you could tell me a bit about what kind of person she was? Elizabeth always knew how important it was for us to be together and stand as one. I think she understood better than anyone what it meant to be a soul rider. Of course she did. She used to be a soul rider just like us. Wait, what? At first, when we all met, I wasn't ready to accept this as my destiny. As a Von Blyson, you have certain expectations to live up to. That's what I was always told. I had to be careful of who I associated with, or I would put my family's reputation at risk. And of course, competing at a dressage at my level requires daily practice. It's not as if I could give up on all of that to chase monsters in the night. And my powers didn't come easy. I saw how Alex's gifts just flowered out of her, almost as if it were intuition. It didn't help that Fripp expected even more of me than my own parents. I tried to hide my struggles from the others, but Elizabeth saw right through it. She took me aside and told me about her own journey, how lost she felt when she first discovered her magic, how she came to understand and find confidence in who she was. Elizabeth spent a lot of time with me after that, teaching me about what it meant to be part of the Sun Circle. From all her help and guidance, I learned something far more important than magic. She taught me to step up and be myself. I found my place among my friends and eventually dared to tell my parents about my own dreams. Adults might seem like they have all the answers, but they struggle just like the rest of us. I'm glad Elizabeth wasn't afraid to show that. When I would ask her a question and she didn't know the answer to, she would just still encourage me to go find the answer and give me the guidance I needed to find out more. Even times when she didn't tell us everything, I think it was still her way of trying to protect us. Even to the point of being overprotective. No one is perfect. We're all the sum of our own experiences. Not only a good mentor, but somebody who cared a lot about all of you. Will you still be alright with all the magic destiny thing without her? If Elizabeth taught us anything, it's that we have to count on each other. Anyone alone, we don't have the courage or the answers to go on, but together, we'll be a team. It's all Elizabeth ever wanted. Cool, that was a long conversation. Moving on. I can't stop thinking about when Elizabeth first came to Yorvik Stables to ride her first horse. Was she a great rider? Did she crash and burn? Whatever. Oh, she would be, but I dare say it'd take her more than a bit of work to get there. If Elizabeth had met her concord when she first arrived in Yorvik, perhaps she would have had a little help from Nadine in figuring her way around a horse. But as fate would have it, we hadn't found her star breed. Poor girl, she was stuck taking her first steps as a soul riding training with one of our training horses. Riding didn't come easy to Elizabeth, and never seen a girl so timid around a horse, but she came back day after day, not just to ride, but to learn everything about stable life. She wasn't afraid to get her boots dirty, and she never gave up. Determined to succeed in whichever task she attempts. It sounds like she never changed much in that aspect. She used to have so much love for all the horses too. It was one girl I could tell she was shining strongly with Nadine's light. She used to have so much love for horses. Oh, we already said that. Oh, silly me. Do you have any stories? Could you tell me a story? I guess we're gonna hear a story. Can you tell me about bonding? Excuse yourself. Is it rude that if I excuse myself? I guess we can have a story. How about just any stories? When I first got the news of what happened to her, can you guess what my first thought was? Were you in denial? That was what you would expect, but my first thought was, oh no, I never returned her hairbrush. Once I caught myself thinking like, oh, I know who that is now. Never mind. It's all dawned on me. Oh gosh, anyway. Once I caught myself thinking like that, I was distraught. Why would that matter now? For some reason, I couldn't help thinking about it. You'd be surprised how difficult it is to get a decent delivery of hair products when you live in a cave. So I often end up borrowing things from Elizabeth. She had better hair anyway, so we could swap self-care tips. Thinking about those silly little moments and realizing they're all gone now. It's just too difficult to comprehend. It wasn't until Luchin climbed up my rope and gave me a comforting nudge that I realized I'd been crying. Strange thing how we deal with grief, isn't it? She was gone and a hairbrush was what made me break down. I guess I have to hear the rest of the stories. I remember the first time we went riding outside the tables. Once the beginners learned to sit on their horse without falling off, I like to take them on a short hack just around the Greendale area. It's a short and easy road with few obstacles. On this ride, though, someone spooked her horse. Before I could calm it down, she fled straight into the thick Greendale canopy in a panic. I was standing there in shock, thought one of the thick branches might knock her right off that horse. Imagine my surprise when just a few minutes later she came back unscathed, having managed to cling onto her horse and calm the panic critter down. Something happened out there in the woods. I tried to pry it out of her, but she just smiled and said it was a secret between her and the runestones. To see her ride after that, it's as if she'd been around horses for years. If she'd been so inclined, she could have been one heck of a cross-country rider, but, well, Destiny had other plans for her. The amazing thing about Starbreeds is, since she's destined to bond with one special soul, always reflect on an aspect of their rider, like puzzle pieces waiting to snap together. And when it comes to the soul riders and their Starbreeds, I've noticed that the rider will start to reflect the spirit of the horse and the closer their bond. You probably heard stories about Concord and First Road. Oh boy, was that horse full of himself. He just didn't trot around the stables, he strutted. How much of that was born of Concord, how much came from what Ann did at the time, it's hard to say. But every Concord I've met, and this makes 3 generations, beams with pride. Elizabeth Sunbeam was strong and determined from the day we first met, but she was shy. She let others take credit for her accomplishments. After she found her Concord, her confidence blossomed and she embraced her talents and wouldn't let any man push her to the sidelines. She earned a reputation as a bit of a firebrand, stirring up trouble, and she broke more than a few hearts in those days. She was something else. Concord didn't just let Elizabeth become a soul rider, though, through their bond. He helped her see that she could be a leader. Alright, well, if you'll excuse me, I have some other stories to hear, thank you. Wow, I have a lot of stories to hear. Whew. A lot of reading today. I could have been a druid, you know? It was my birthright, but I'm too much of a wanderer. I love stories that send me far off places, but a proper druid stays rooted in the earth, huh? I think Elizabeth could relate. She came to Jorvik as a wanderer, but her destiny required she put down roots. First as a soul rider and later as the keepers of Aideen. Between adventures, nothing gave me so much pleasure as to lunch with Elizabeth. She'd always have a fresh loaf of her amazing banana bread ready. Payment, she told me, for the tales I'd spin for her by her fireplace. She laminated that work, never let her stray. Or, it's not laminated. It's definitely not laminated. I don't know why I was thinking that word. Laminated. It never let her stray far from the home, but she did have one release. Whenever the pass to Dino Valley opened up, she would ride to the great elevator and ride down into the wilderness. Whenever we crossed paths, she'd tell me she was up there on important druid business, to gather callstones or ice and thistles, or what have you, but I knew better. The way she smiled, she rode through deep snow with calanthe, I don't know what? She just looked like a young girl, eyes full of wonder. She'd seen the miracles of Yorick for the first time. Cool. That's the nice thing with memorials, my dear. No single person acts the same in every situation. Apprentice, mentor, friend, leader, everyone here would have seen a different side of Elizabeth. And here we can share all of those sides and remember her together. For me, she'll always be the fiery-haired teenager stowaway who ran to Jorvik to make a difference. Stowaway? I have to hear this. Uh-oh, I picked the wrong accent for the wrong guy. As a friend to the keepers of Aideen, I often get a cryptic request to deliver cargo and to and from Jorvik. I try not to ask too many questions, since if it's Aideen's will, that's all I need to know. Now this one time, 30 years ago, my contact, my spy master, not the fellow his predecessor, I can't say that word in an accent. He tells me, Captain Bruce, we want you to dock at the particular port at the exact day. What I do there, I asked him. Nothing, he says. Just stay an hour, then disembark. No cargo to collect, I ask him. If Aideen wills it, he says. We dock at the agreed-on place in time, and I waited top deck, watching for any signs of cargo, but saw nothing. Figured this time maybe the keepers of Aideen had it wrong. It wasn't until we went out to sea that I discovered the cargo hiding under a tarp in a lifeboat. It was young Elizabeth, shivering, wet, and half-starved, poor thing. Took her up to my cabin, fixed her up with the tea and sandwiches, and listened to her as she told me about the wicked home she was fleeing, and the strange dreams she had haunted her as of late, and she showed me a mark that had appeared on her leg around the same time. A mark I recognize all too well. It's on your parka, Nick. It's on the runestones in the island, and it marks our friend Anne von Blyson. This was the mark of the sun. She said she didn't know why she came to the part and snuck on my ship that day, only that she had to. Aidine's will, I suppose. It was my honor and privilege to bring Elizabeth to Jorvik. I would see her many more times as she came to her destiny as a soul rider, and we worked together many times. That tragedy brought her sisterhood to a premature end. But no matter how dark the storm clouds, Miss Elizabeth would always shine with the light of that stowaway who came to Jorvik chasing a dream. She was the girl who gave up her name and become a sunbeam. I wish we all had been closer in life. The keepers of Aideen don't look kindly on witches, and Elizabeth had her own reasons to distrust witchcraft. Despite those differences, I had nothing but respect and admiration for her as a leader of the keepers of Aideen, and in a different time and place I'd like to think that we'd been good friends. Uh-huh. That is very kind of you to say, my dear. For an old lady such as me, nothing tears at my heart more than seeing someone younger leave this world before their time. It's not the order of things. The burden of fate can be insufferable. Elizabeth knew it all too well, and now you and your younger friends are trapped in its spell. If it ever feels like the weight of the world is too great to bear, do come see me, dearie. I might not have all the answers, but I will help how I can. And the grass in my yard is particularly sweet in ice cream, if ice cream is hungry. Thanks. Cool. Alright, let's talk to you guys. Hey. I wish I would have known her better. I'd say hi to Elizabeth whenever I came to Valedale to see Alex, but I always felt a little bit awkward around her. Don't get me wrong, she was super polite, and it's like she was always waiting for me, but I put my foot in my mouth. You did kind of sneak into the stone circle. I don't think I've ever seen Fripp so angry. I wanted to know how I could be a great hero, just like you. I'm your hero. Wow. Sure setting those jumping bars a bit low, huh, Drew? Drew? I just called her Drew. Whoops, Being a hero don't really turn out to be all that it was cracked up to be. That doesn't sound like the Alex I know. Alex I know wouldn't spend time pitying herself. She'd get out there, smite her enemies, and return triumphantly to me to crash on my couch and eat all the cheese curls. What can I say? Being a hero makes me hungry. And you always do seem to have plenty of cheese curls. Nice and short story is how I like it. So, where's your rose, Tiffany? A rose? Elizabeth loved wild roses. I thought it would make perfect dress code flower for her memorial. I wanted to plant a wild rose bush here in her honor, but that isn't nearly enough. I should plant a whole garden of roses. For Elizabeth, it would be enough to know what you are here to remember her for. Well, I don't think that's enough. Everyone in Jorvik should be grieving for her. All that she went through for them. I should at the very least plant one wild rose. One wild rose growing strong in the light of the sun. That would be a fitting tribute to my best friend. Yeah. Did I talk to everybody, though? I think I talked to everybody. Am I supposed to talk to the horse? I'm gonna have a conversation with some horses. Cool. I feel for Concord. She is still too young to comprehend what happened, but she can feel that something is wrong. My horse sounds on point. One sun has faded from this world, and it paints our little sister. Old friend, listen to the music around you. Elizabeth lives on in Lisa's song and the memories of those who've loved her. She lives on in you, Concord. The bond you share is part of you for all time until Aideen's return. The legacy of every soul rider of the sun lives on in you. There's apparently more do I need to talk to more people? Oh, there's more over here. Oh, goodness gracious. Hey, y'all. I can never say this word. Calanthe will need someone to look after her now, and I think you need someone to look after you too. You would make a great team together. And I don't even know if I have the time to look after a puppy, much less a horse. Between council matters and tending to Fripp. What about you, Rhiannon? My bond is with Nyx. The bond between a star breed and their rider is a bond you make with your soul. I believe that trying to share your soul in too many places never ends well. Of course, how many horses you choose to bond with is entirely up to you, but for me, my bond with Nyx is all I need. What about Evergrey? My brother? But he's the very embodiment of irresponsibility. That is actually perfect, Tiffany. Hey, Evergrey! Yes, I'm right here. I just got something in my eye is all. Jokes. Hey! Oh, aren't you a friendly fellow? I have to say I'm deeply sorry for your loss. We don't always get along, but Elizabeth was truly the best of us. She does seem to like you, brother. You two are cute together. How would you like a four-hoped companion for life, Evergrey? No? She seems fine with me, but objects to being called cute. You two have something in common, then. This is cute. Hey, I'm adorable. As I see it, the two of you are already forming a bond. Calanthe, whatever, will need someone to look after her, and you need someone to teach you about responsibility. It would be nice to have someone that could take me where I need to go. I can't keep hitching... True. Can't keep hitching rides with Tiffany forever. True. True. Let's get him his own horse. How about it, girl? So, okay, looks like I have one more to talk to. Where is it? Someone's hiding. Someone's sad. Oh, they're over here. There's a lot of people here. A lot more people than I thought. Hi, guys. I haven't seen you in a while. When I was young, Elizabeth used to take me out into nature, teach me about herbs and plants and where to find the best places to forage. She was, always supportive. She never judged me for preferring the company of animals to people. This girl, literally me, all the time. She always supported me in my craft as well. I don't know if I can ever become a master druid craftswoman like my grandmother, but Elizabeth's encouragement gave me confidence. We are lucky we have someone like that to lead us. I wish I had taken the efforts to get to know her better. She was always treating the creatures of the forest with great respect. Beeper liked her. Beep. Oh, okay, we're done. Where'd they all go? Jeez, people disappearing like crazy. Where do I go now? Hello? Oh, people have left. We're all still here. We're all still here. Alex, what's wrong? Looks like people are starting to leave. Let's have a short meetup. Soul Riders only. Ooh, very cryptic. I never realized how many lives Elizabeth had touched. It was amazing to get to see so many gathered here for the ceremony. I'm still tearing up from your song, Lisa. Elizabeth would have loved it. I overheard Avalon quietly sobbing beneath his hood when he was leaving. He tries not to show it, but this is a bit hard on him. How are you feeling, Tiffany? Kind of lost. Glad to get the chance to know her. I guess I'm glad I got to know her. Me too. What do we do now? What do we do now? Now, we act. Our mission didn't die with Elizabeth. We're soul riders. We ride on. Oh, I didn't read that one. We're going to need to do something about Concord. I can't very well go into a battle with a foe. Fripp is still in a coma as well. Right. There's obviously some issues we still need to deal with, but we can deal with them together. Nothing is over. This is just another beginning. We should take some time to think about it. Try to gather our thoughts and then decide what to do next. In the meantime, we should make sure we get some time to hang out together. Now, when none of us are in active peril. And make sure we spend some time with our families and other loved ones as well. Perhaps our first course of action can be to get something edible. It felt highly inappropriate to grace on these grounds. This row's starting to really itch on my tail. I'm ready to get it going. Alright, I guess everybody's leaving. Elizabeth will always be a part of me. A part of us all. We keep her spirit alive by using the lessons she passed on to us. I know that I have friends that I can rely on, and I will keep doing my best to be the hero she saw in me. I hope she'll be watching us, wherever she is. Goodbye, Elizabeth. I always love you. Oh my gosh, this is so sad. Goodbye. Guess I'm not riding off into the distance with you guys. That's fine. Like, I get it. You know, sometimes you know, it's your thing. I'll just be here. Okay, it's over. Well, Ice Queen, that was hard to deal with. But that's it. That is it for this. Let's see. Did they plant a rose bush, or like is that rose just there? Okay, there's a bouquet of flowers there. That's super sad. Well, anyway, you guys, this was a little early for heartbreak, but we've done it. What did you guys think of the little memorial service? I think it was sweet. Well, where are we going, Ice Queen? We're not going home yet. We gotta end the video first. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget about Midsummer. That is happening now. I might do a video. I might not. If I don't, I mean, it's there. It's crazy. It's awesome. It happened last year. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time.